Alright, hopefully this works. Hello guys. I came home for lunch break and noticed this sorry situation of Star Wars CCG without commentary and decided that could not stand. So here we are. So right now I'm restreaming on the PC YouTube, the PC Twitch. And that's the way we're gonna do it here. Until I have a better solution. Let me make sure. Yep, we're good. Alright, so let's see here. Tom Hay Dark, Matt Scott Light. Looks like we've got a QMC versus a Coruscant Means kind of matchup. I wonder if this is outdated information and Tom Hade is actually the light player. I think that's true. Tom Hade, traditionally a QMC player, would be less likely to see him playing Coruscant Means. And also this looks very similar to what he played yesterday in terms of the specifics of the QMC build. So that must be in game 2 of this match here. I don't have any information as to game 1. I'm just trying to get the contacts here. See if I can get any information as to what happened in this first game. Right now it looks like Tom Hade is in a pretty favorable position. He's in a, well, actually not exactly. It's kind of even. He's get good ground, or good space rather. But all of his ground force is at a non-battleground site, whereas Matt has 2 battlegrounds locked up, including the North Corridor. I think, yeah, Emperor, I think, it's hard to tell with the signature, but I think that's Emperor at the North Corridor, Lord Vader at the guest quarters. And Matt is paying to drain. I don't know, we'll see. Assuming that Leia is still available, you would think that he would use Leia, so. What happened there? Okay, so he top decked 2 just now? I didn't see what happened with that first drain. I thought Rey was on top before and after the drain, so I don't know. Okay, Matt Scott able to add to the space. I'm guessing this is going to Coruscant. Indeed it is. So Matt Scott currently threatening 3 destinies in the Coruscant battle, assuming that's Boba Fett piloting the Slave One. Tom Hade, of course, has the potential to have Rebel leadership to limit that. Let's see, how do I call up? I'm trying to read the YouTube chat on my phone if anyone is actually even chatting. It seems not possible to do. Oh. So that there's one instance where Twitch is actually better than YouTube, is that the mobile chat interface is much better in Twitch. Although I downloaded the Twitch app yesterday, that worked out pretty well. Anyway, I think Matt Scott's just kind of more thinking what to do. But if anyone around watching or anything wants to do commentary, just let me know somehow. Texting preferred, but post in the forums or something like that, and I'll try to check it out. And we can make that happen. Okay, so now we've also got the Stinger was able to make the height. What? Stinger's hyperspeed 6? What am I missing here? Stinger is not hyperspeed 6. I would know that. Well, okay. Either I'm missing something or they're missing something, and I'm not sure which one it is, but we've got the Stinger moving over, so that's really powerful, actually, because now no matter what happens, Tom's going to be limited to one destiny there, and unless he's able to get so what Tom's going to want here is he's going to want Yoda aboard the home one to limit both players to one destiny, so that it's not him having to constantly playing rebel leadership and stuff like that. But the issue with that is Matt's going to have higher power and the potential to play short-range fighters, whereas Tom Haid doesn't have that. So that move actually is really good for Matt, but alright, I'm just looking it up. Sorry guys. Let's take a tour together. Dark side deck, alright. So Stinger virtual is hyperspeed 5. Yeah, so I don't know how Stinger actually made that trip. Okay, so Yoda doesn't actually even go to Coruscant. Yoda's going to Cloud City, which is a little bit of a surprise for me. And fighting Emperor, which is another surprise. Yoda's not really that good at killing Emperor, so Yoda as well as Shmi. And I'm just assuming here that Tom Haid is light, especially with Shmi. Very few QMC players play Shmi, but Tom Haid is one of them. But he's rethinking the Shmi. Okay, instead he goes with Lando, so now that's good because he can cancel the Emperor's game text here. But then Matt has the opportunity to force lightning Lando first, but he doesn't. Wait, what? It was a move face action. Why didn't he battle? Or did he just path? Okay, yeah. So he used Path of Least Resistance to get KFC into the battle. Now he uses Lando to cancel Emperor's game text. He draws a 5 for his own battle destiny. Matt Scott draws a 5, which Shmi can subtract 1 from, and then KFC reduces to 0. So that's like 3, 6, 7, 8, 13 to 4. So it doesn't, it's just the Emperor dies and no overflow. Wait, what? Why is he forfeiting anything? Isn't it 0? Alright, we're checking holodeck sometimes. This Shmi Skywalker subtracts 1 from each opponent's battle destiny, draws Cal. I don't know what I'm missing again, but I feel like that should have been a 0 and nothing should have been forfeited. Alright, while I'm at it, sorry for constantly doing this. Let's see. Alright, round 2. I believe Tom beat Matt in game 1 by round 20. Okay, thanks. Alright, so that puts Tom in a very good position here. Because I was already kind of thinking that he was favored in this game, although, I mean, the position at Coruscant is a little bit dangerous here. But, I mean, worst case scenario, he just forfeits home 1, right? It's not like he's taking overflow there. He forfeits home 1. Then there's a bunch of guys who are just stuck at Coruscant without... Although Guri is a Black Sun agent, so it will become a battleground. But they can't get back to... I mean, I don't think any of them can get to Bespin, but certainly Saber 1 can't. So if he tries moving them all, let's hope that gets caught. Let's see, Count Dooku in Matt Scott's hand. That looks like a Count Dooku deployment, yep. And let's see if you, like, they do see short range fighters, a Dark Time sniper. But basically the short range fighters is going to be the bigger of the cards here. Assuming he's going to battle in space. Now let's see what Tom does about this. Alternatively, Tom could be like trying to use alternatives to fighting or something. No rebel leadership, just drawing 3. Doesn't feel any reason to burn the short range fighter, so he does not. I think Tom just forfeits the home 1 here, or forfeits everything basically. Probably not worth it to try to keep the home 1 alive in this situation. Yeah, if I'm Tom Haight here, I'm content now just letting each player have their own system and saying, okay, that's it for space battles for the rest of the game. Now you're going to need to win the damage race despite this. Okay, especially with this north corridor working the way it is. Like, it's a walk lane now used to get home 1 back. Okay, that's kind of interesting. The Subsua goes home 1 that was on top. You can't actually really see the contents of Tom's lost pile very well. Oh, nice, I think. Wait. Nice. If I turn on the desktop version. Oh, there we go. Mike Turner points out, doesn't Yoda prevent modifying draws? Absolutely right. So I was missing something. That was me. Yeah, just that kind of amplifies how odd it was that he deployed Yoda in that situation. And why path over KFC if he wasn't going to modify draw? I think he must have forgotten that too, and then probably Matt Scott pointed that out. But that was an odd sequence of plays. But I think still ended up favorably for Tom Haid here. Oh, looks like Nabin leads all of the characters from the North Corridor to the Upper Plaza Corridor. Lando again can cancel Dooku's game text, so this should end up pretty good. Obi-Wan joining. Perhaps some Rebel leadership potential. Tom going for a beatdown here, I think. And he might just get that. Although, in this situation again, I wonder why he moved over Yoda. And Yoda's effectively one extra power and the inability to use KFC, if you think about it. No, actually, he's 2 extra power because you cancel Dooku's game text. But still, I don't think it's worth it. Because he stops you using Shmi and stops you using KFC. Anyway, the battle happens. Obi-Wan, we've got the Cloud City celebration drawn for Destiny, so no Rebel leadership, I didn't think. You didn't see it if it happened. And I don't know what the power totals were at all, but it looks like Dooku, and we've got some cards being peeled here. Looks like a few cards. That looks like 7 right there. Matt Scott being very low. Looks like he might even be below 20 life force now. And Tom Haid in a position where now he's at the 1-0 in his move phase. He can move his characters however he likes. And he could, oh wow, it was even more. Looks like a total of 9 top deck there. And Tom Haid indeed is spreading out to 2 sites. That's what I would have expected. And I think he has a stranglehold on this game here. Alright, so now Tom using, it could be worse, on the Cloud City drain, or no, it must have been on the Coruscant drain, right? Because he just canceled with North Corridor the Cloud City drain. That is grabbed. Looks like this is going to be Mara and Dr. E. You see the Dr. E. Mara, I think, is at hand. attempt to attack Obi-Wan, and I'm not sure who the character with Obi-Wan is, but I'm assuming that Tom is ready for any such shenanigans. As he must know, this is the only way that he could really lose the match. Let's see, that's 5. Okay. So it looks like, yep, so barrier on Mara. So it looks like Matt Scott just paid 11, has 1. So it looks like Matt Scott in Life Force has 15 cards and 4 cards in hand. So in this position, if I'm Tom Haid, I would draw up if I could. But I don't think he's able to draw up because he's probably not activating enough. Yeah, he doesn't have enough force to draw up. Or he has too much force to draw up, rather. Yeah, and it looks like he has too much life force to even initiate a losing battle, lose the reserve deck, and then draw up. So probably can't end the game here, but I don't think there's going to be a way for Darkseid to retrieve enough to push him over the edge anyway. So I don't think it's actually going to be a problem for him. So we see a Nabrin again. I don't know who's going where. Alright, so Obi-Wan over to Coruscant, just Tom Haid pushing damage here. Oh, he was able to activate everything. Why didn't he just draw up? Maybe I counted wrong. Or maybe also I'm using 20 as the number. It might not actually be 20. So actually, yeah, that's probably what it is. We're probably wrong about what the actual number of the first victory is. I just kind of got here, turned on the stream while I was eating lunch, saw that no one was talking, and decided not to go back out and instead do this. So yeah, my information is limited. I'm trying to get information from people at the event, but no one's responding to me. Okay, so Leia was the other character there. So Leia, I'm surprised he didn't just pay 1 to move Leia. I probably would have just kept her at another battleground. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Matt Scott with only 10 cards in Life Force, 4 cards in hand. So assuming Tom Haid did win the first match, he's in a very good position here. Or first game of the match, I should say. But yeah, I don't see any cards in Matt Scott's hand that would retrieve force, and it's very rare that Darkseid would play such cards, so I think the life force that he has is the life force that he's stuck with. But of course you can't be too careful. I've got another Nabrin from Tom Haid, sending Leia to the other Cloud City site, so starting drains of 6 here. And now I'm assuming he'll draw up after he drains 6, right? That's got it. Okay, well, we've got the handshake. So Matt Scott sees the writing on the wall, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, this must mean that Tom Haid advances. So Tom Haid in the finals. I have no idea who he's playing against. I don't even know who's in the top 8. The coverage here has, well, let's see if there's anywhere on the forums where we have the top 8 listed. Day 2 updates. Steve Baroni versus Mike Kessling is the other top 4. And then according to John Anderson, that means Baroni beat Chu, Kessling beat Fred, Haid beat Jeremy, Matt Scott beat Mike Richards. Okay. So Johnny Chu, not probably the favorite to win the, I mean, as he is the favorite to win every event he attends. It does make day 2, but does not advance. So Steve Baroni or Mike Kessling will face off against Tom Haid here. Tom Haid, the 2016 world champion. Steve Baroni, the 2016 Texas Mini World champion. So Steve Baroni trying to defend his title. Alright, well, I don't know how long of a break this is, but it's a break. I'll be back. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream actually, and I'll be back when the finals start.